Good morning. എല്ലാവരും സുഖമാണെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിന്ന് പുതിയൊരു ചാപ്റ്റർ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകണം. ആ ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ പേര് ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക് പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ആൻഡ് കപ്പാസിറ്റൻസ്. നിങ്ങൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക്സ് പഠിച്ചു. ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക്സിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചു? ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു, ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ് ലൈൻസിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു, ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫ്ലക്സിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിച്ചു. അവസാനം ഗോസസ് ലോ നമ്മൾ ഓൺലൈനായിട്ട് പഠിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു കണ്ടിന്യൂവേഷനായിട്ട് ആണ് നമ്മുടെ ചാപ്റ്റർ നമ്പർ 2 വരുന്നത്, ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക് പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ആൻഡ് കപ്പാസിറ്റൻസ്. You know what is meant by potential energy? It is associated with a conservative force field. The first point which I would like to highlight here is that the electrostatic field is a conservative field. So, in this discussion, we are going to discuss about the work done to move a charge in an electric field, and from there we will arrive at the concept of electrostatic potential energy. So let us consider a positive charge, capital Q. Positive charge, capital Q. Now, what is the direction of electric field from this positive charge? As we all know, it is radially outwards. Our requirement is to move a small charge from a point R to P. We want to move a small charge. Why small charge? Because if you take a charge which has a magnitude considerable that of Q, what will happen if I place this charge somewhere here? Surely you know that this charge will be displaced by that charge. So what we are going to do is that we are going to move a test charge, say a very small charge Q, from R to P. This is what we are going to do. So for that purpose, എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? External agency has to do some work. External agency has to perform some work. ഇപ്പോൾ if I want to take, എനിക്കിപ്പോൾ ഇവിടുന്ന് ആറിൽ നിന്ന് പിയിലേക്ക് ഒരു ചാർജിനെ കൊണ്ടുവരണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ഈ ചാർജിനെ ഇലക്ട്രോസ്റ്റാറ്റിക് റിപ്പൽഷൻ അഗെയിൻസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവരണം. You have to bring this charge against the electrostatic force of repulsion. So for that purpose some external agency has to do work. Now let me take an arbitrary position R. Arbitrary distance R, and let me take this, I am taking positive this charge from R to P in small displacements. What is the direction of the electric force here? You know it is in this direction because positive charges repel each other. The next question I want to ask you is, in which direction should I apply a force in order to take this charge from R to P? In which direction should I apply a force in order to take the charge from R to P? In which direction? Yes, exactly, you have to apply the force in this direction. Now please listen carefully. I'm going to take this charge very slowly without acceleration. I'm taking the charge. I'm taking this charge from R to P infinitesimally slowly without acceleration. No acceleration is imparted to the charge. So what does that mean? Acceleration is not imparted means the net force is equal to ma is equal to how much? that is equal to 0. Hope it is clear to you. Net force Fa is equal to 0. Now, net force, that is vector sum of the forces, is equal to 0. Vector sum of the forces is equal to 0. When you say vector sum, the forces are vector F plus vector Fe is equal to 0. Or I can say vector F is equal to minus vector Fe. What is F? The force applied by the external agency. What is Fe? It is a force due to the electrostatic field. Force due to the electrostatic field is Fe. Now what do we infer about the magnitudes of F and Fe? They are equal. But what about the directions of F and Fe? They are in the opposite direction. So vectors F and Fe are equal, the negative with respect to each other. Now I am going to ask you, what is the work done to displace this by a small amount dr? If I say dw is the work done, I can say dw is equal to work done by the external agency. You are studied in first year. What is the formula for work done? It is a scalar product of force and displacement of the point of application of force. Scalar product of force and displacement of the point of application of force. So I can say what dw. What do you mean by dw here? It is a work done by the external agency. Work done by the external agency in displacing the charge q from q through a distance dr. So what will be dw is equal to F dot dr. But what is F is equal to? Please be careful, I have used this vector symbol, and the same symbol you won't find in the NCERT book, but when you read the NCERT book, make sure that this vector, it has to be taken as vectors only. So dw is equal to F dot dr. But what is F is equal to? What is F? F is equal to minus Fe. So dw is equal to, come on tell me, minus Fe dot dr. This is the work done. For what purpose? To displace by a small amount dr. But what is our requirement? Our requirement is to take the charge from R to P. Our requirement is to take the charge from R to P. So how should I take it? Divide this separation into small displacements, find out the infinitesimally small work done, and then add them together to get the total work done. I repeat. Divide the separation between R and P into small displacements and find the work done to displace by these small amounts, and to get the total work done you have to add it. To say it's a tedious process because this is a continuous thing. So to get the total work done, then what we do, what we have to do, then we have to do the process by name integration. WRP is equal to integral. Integration is the process of addition of continuous terms. The method of integration, in the method of integration we add continuous terms. So integral from what limit? R to P. Here in this case R stands for this distance and P stands for this distance, and when it comes to our further classes we will take the distances accordingly. So integral R to P dw. But what is dw? Already I got on the board. That is equal to integral R to P per F dot dr, or that is also equal to what? F dot dr is also equal to this term, integral R to P minus Fe dot dr. So concluding, what's the work done to move a charge from R to P? W R to P. Work done by whom? Work done by the external agency. For what purpose? To take the charge from R to P infinitesimally slowly without acceleration, or charge it from R to P at a very slow but constant speed without acceleration. So we got the answer now as integral R to P F dot dr. That is also equal to integral R to P minus Fe dot dr. This is the work done to take a charge from R to P. So please make a note of this formula. This is an important equation, and further classes will be based on this equation only. Now we are going to continue with the next item. What happened to this work done? So this work is done by the external agency against the electrostatic field. This work is done by the external agency against the electrostatic field. Okay, fine. We have to apply the energy conservation. Energy conservation is very important, right? So what will happen to this energy? That's a question to be answered. Will it be converted into kinetic energy? No way. Why? Because it is taken with a constant speed. Will there be any heat energy? Answer is no again. Why not? Electrostatic field is a conservative field. There is no heat energy. There is no sound energy. There is no light energy. There will be no dissipation of energy. Then tell me what energy it will be converted to. What energy? This water will be converted to what kind of energy? The answer is the energy associated with the state of position, which is nothing but potential energy. This is what is WRP means. It's a work done to take a charge from R to P. So I can say WRP, the work done by the external agency in taking a charge from R to P will be stored as the electrostatic potential energy. Will be stored as electrostatic potential energy. So I can say this UP final. So WRP means work done to take from R to P. So R is the initial position and P is the final position. This is the work done by the external agency. So I will say final potential energy. So the potential energy at the final position UP minus potential energy at the initial position UR. So WRP is equal to UP minus UR, and now you can see this equation. So I will take a copy of the same and I will place it here. So that is equal to, again I am taking a copy of the same and I am going to place it here. Sorry. I'm going to place it here. So this is the definition of the electrostatic potential energy difference. Expression for the electrostatic potential energy difference. Now, the question I am asking is it sufficient? And the answer is a big no. It's not sufficient. We need to get an expression for electrostatic potential energy. We need to get an expression for the electrostatic potential energy. How can we? For that purpose, we need a reference. Think about the same we studied in the chapter of gravitation. Where did we take the reference at? We defined the electrostatic potential energy to be zero at infinity. The electrostatic potential energy is defined to be zero at infinity. So I would say, so to define electrostatic potential energy at a point, to define electrostatic potential energy at a point, to define electrostatic potential energy at a point, we will take the work done by an external agency. എന്തിനാ? in taking a charge from infinity to a point in the field very slowly. The charge is taken very slowly, without acceleration. The charge is taken from infinity to a particular point in the field very slowly without acceleration. What do you mean by the term infinity? Infinity means something which we cannot catch, or it is outside the field. So infinity means a point outside the field, I will say. So what is electrostatic potential energy? It is a work done. Be careful, work done by an external agency. It is a work done by an external agency. Work done by an external agency in taking a charge from from infinity to a point in the field. How? Very slowly without acceleration. So my question is, where is the initial point? Infinity. Where is the final point? At P. So I can say the electrostatic potential energy, EPE stands for electrostatic potential energy, at P of a particle located P is given as the work done to take, as I told you, work done by an external agency. To take the charge from infinity. The charge is taken from infinity to a point in the field. So W infinity P. The charge is taken from infinity to a particular point. Now recollect the expression for work done from R to P. So we got the expression as R to P F dot dr. In this case, R should be replaced with infinity. Infinity to the point P F dot dr. This F dot dr, W infinity to P, that is equal to integral of infinity to P F dot dr, or that is also equal to integral infinity to P minus Fe dot dr. Infinity to the point P minus Fe dot dr. That is the definition of, electrostatic potential energy at a point P. The electrostatic potential energy at a point P is the work done by an external agency in taking a charge from infinity to a point in the field very slowly without acceleration. This is the definition of electrostatic potential energy at the point P. So before we conclude, let us come across to what we have learned. So we studied about the concept of work done to move a charge in an external field. So we got the work done to move a charge from R to P as integral F dot dr. Integral R to P F dot dr, that is equal to minus integral R to P Fe dot dr. You have seen that already here. Let me just, this is the work done to move the charge. Now what kind of force is electrostatic force? It is a conservative force. Now what do you know about the work done by a conservative force? It is independent of the path involved. So let me come back to the first slide again. Now I just erase this, and I could just erase these things also. Now see, how should I take the charge Q from R to P? Should I take in this path? Now what is the work done? The answer is WRP. If I take along this path, what is the work done? Again, so it depends on initial position and final position only. The integration does not depend on the path involved because electrostatic force is a conservative force. The integration does not depend on the path involved. So if you take in path 1, if you take in path 2, if you take in path 3, if you take in in path 4 or whatever path you would like to do, the answer will remain to be the same only. That is W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to W4. Now, I would like to take your attention to a very important point. So, okay, I got a log in front of me. What about the work done in the direction of external field? This will reduce the potential energy. Now, if I take this log upwards, what will happen to its potential energy? What happens to its potential energy if I take it up? If I take it up, what happens to its potential energy? It increases, right? So here, in which direction the work is done? In the direction of the gravitational force or against the direction of the gravitational force? Answer is against the direction of the gravitational force. When work is done against the field, against the force, potential energy increases. When work is done in the direction of the force, potential energy decreases. So I would like to ask you a question. Look at this figure. When you take this charge from R to P, which potential energy will be greater? Is the potential energy at R to be greater? Is the potential energy at P to be greater? What will be your answer? Now, so this is the direction of the electrostatic force, and this is the direction in which the charge is brought. Displacement is in this direction. So what is your inference? Is work is done in the direction of the field or opposite to the direction of the field? Answer is very simple. Work is done opposite to the direction of the field. So that means potential energy at P will be greater than potential energy of the charge at R. So this is a very important point I would like to highlight here. When work is done in the direction of the force field, potential energy decreases. When work is done against the field, potential energy increases. When work is done in the direction of the field, potential energy decreases. When work is done against the direction of the field, the potential energy increases. So with this I am going to conclude today's class. If it is clear to you, then please press the like mark. If it is not clear to you, you are always free to ask me in my WhatsApp number that will be there in the group. So give me your support so that I can make my remaining classes better than the one today. Thank you.